Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the multiverse, I guess. This is Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is a Last of Us live stream. I am just sharing this in my Discord, so just give us a second while I do that. I have this weird flashing in screen. I had this before, but I'm hoping it's just between the PlayStation and my TV and not actually on the stream. So let me put this in my Discord very quickly. In the correct section. Right, okay, that's up and in, and now I'm going to the stream itself, so just give us a second again. Hey Mike, how's it going? I've been back for 2 weeks. How are you doing? Do you see that flickering, or is it just me? I'm just going to pin this message. Pin message. I might have to play around with my output. Might just be where I've plugged my HDMI in. Right, let's load this baby up. Just me. Okay, yeah, I think it might just be me, to be honest with you. Can't even remember where I am, and I wasn't even drunk last week. I sent you a message actually the other day, Mike. I don't know if you saw it on Discord. I did get what I was hoping for. I got delivery the other day, so very happy chappy. Right, I want to rotate this so I can actually see the messages, but I don't know how you do it on the phone. Let me just pause this for a second while I work out how to do this. Where's the chat up there? Is that button? No. Right, okay, can't watch it that way then. Where's the chat gone? Oh my good lord. I've lost the chat. Live chat, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'm hoping to have a good day tomorrow. I'm actually in a tremendously good mood today because although I think I have COVID, that's not why I'm coughing there actually. The coughing, I haven't got the cough, the COVID cough, but I have got ridiculous, I'm getting that flashing again. I've got really inflamed. Oh, hopefully you're not seeing that flashing. No, you're not. I've just checked the stream, so it's just my TV, so I can deal with that. Although I haven't got cough and the temperature and all that jive, all my joints are swollen. I've never had anything like it before. So I'm guessing it's COVID, can't be anything else. Right, now there's a workstation here, but I'm going to check the rest of the floor because quite often you get bits and bobs, so I don't want to have to keep coming back. I remember spuffing a load of stuff up the wall in one mission. So I have to be careful now because I think I've jammed a load of stuff.
Yoo-hoo! Fireflies!
No, don't want to go there yet. Is that the other door?
Keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, at first I didn't know what it was. I'd had spent last weekend with my sister. She was visiting, and her husband was recovering from COVID, and she looked like she was coming down with it. But I don't think I'd caught it from them, because I didn't feel too good on the Saturday morning. But then I think Monday morning I started developing really painful joints, and it's just continued, and today was the worst. It's still painful now, but it's much better than it was when I got up. When I got up I could barely walk, but that could have also been to do with the fact that I'm old. Probably the most likely culprit. See, I told you probably far more Ah, shut your face. Cat's having a meltdown because he thought it was tea time, and it's 2 hours out, so he's having a meltdown outside now. Right. So if we go back into that room now, we've got loads of stuff to work on our weapons with.
Time to go to work.
Do you suffer from ear infections often, or is it just like... Oh, I'd forgotten, bloody hell. I've forgotten one of the final missions in this. It's a bloody pain in the backside, and I'd totally forgotten about it, and I've just remembered it. Everything is maxed out, so at least we've got stuff with decent hitting power. Could be COVID then. Could very well be. We've got humans in here, so we probably want to use this one. I think I saved the... I generally try and save like the shotguns and stuff for the infected, because they seem to work really well against them. Right, okay. Let's move on up. What I want to know, Mike, is what have you been doing with your ears?
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo.
Be careful when you go in the bath.
Get it.
Don't slip under the water.
Just packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
So my house sounds like when I leave the windows open. A horrible through draft if you open both windows in my house. Talking last week about the
No bodies. That's good, right?
We found out where they went.
about my drinking and stuff, because I haven't really talked to, I think I mentioned it the other week, but I'm really trying to cut down, and so today's the first drink I've had since last Saturday, and then before that it was like a week or so as well. Right, I'll leave that drawer open because there's probably going to be some stuff going down. at some point. Oh, melee weapons, okay. That's another door to the stairs. Yeah, it could very well be COVID then, you know. I think there's way more to COVID than we'll ever know. I really do. I think it was created to fuck around with people. It's come to bite the Chinese on the arse though, because people in China are really starting to get pissed off with it. I don't know how long the Chinese government can keep a handle on that. You'd think for a long time, because they'll just come down on people, but if enough people say they've had enough... Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, whether it's their direct stuff, though. It's mental with China's record of stuff. Not even talk about COVID, talk about going back to like SARS and whatnot. I don't know. You can't imagine why they would put investment and stuff over there. Because they obviously don't do things by the book. So why you'd want to do that type of research over there, I'll never know. Because they've shown they were incompetent at it. At keeping it clean, I mean. And cover-ups. I've read about the Fauci stuff and whatnot. I don't know whether I believe everything I see and read, because so everything's politicised in the US. Everything. There's only left and right. There's no other. You never hear any other story. In other things, the TV series for this game looks great.
So it's probably clickers, right?
No, clickers don't hide.
Oh, has that just come out? What a cock end. So that's to go on top of his sex ban as well, because his wife won't shag him. I feel sorry for him in a way. I really do. I don't feel sorry for what he's getting now that he slapped Chris Rock, because I absolutely love Chris Rock, but I feel sad for him what he has to live with his family and stuff. His family's they're off their hinges. Well, they were never on their hinges, but isn't his own son's like separated in some legal way from him, even though his son like pretends that he's his best mate.
Jesus. These ain't clickers.
Yeah. No fireflies either.
I don't know if it's just.
Well,
I don't know
maybe
if it's
all that
even like
research, they turn into
cuckold though, because as far as
Just keep searching.
I mean, I wouldn't know a lot about that because I prefer my women to myself. But cooked people normally go along with it, don't they? And I don't think in reality he goes along with it. He goes along with it because he thinks it keeps his family together. But I don't truly think it's what he believes or wants. And there's a video come out apparently of her bullying him before about not sticking up for her or something. I'm sure those meds were just flashing. Maybe I just got bright-eyed when I saw a box. Right. Not 80 minutes after he started. Is that supposed to say 8 minutes? Because I think I've only been live a few minutes. It's funny how you get messages now, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Because she'd take him for everything he's got. Well, she can't take him for everything he's got because California's a no-fault state, I think. So it gets split 50-50 down the middle. Which is why Jeff Bezos made his wife an offer, I think. Okie dokie. Oh, you did? Yeah, you came... I don't know if it was 80 minutes afterwards, though. Do I stream that long? He's been watching one of my streams. Shot himself to get out of it.
Yeah, no shit.
I thought he'd just been there for a long time. Didn't name it.
Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were... Fucking thing was a giant waste of time. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Come on. Even for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital.
There's been some videos of the TV show of this. They're currently filming the part I was streaming last week, and it looks it looks great. Been watching you try to configure Microsoft Flight. I was always alright in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can't stream anything on the PC at the moment because it's a complete wreck.
Good luck with that.
It just overheats immediately as soon as I load a game in. It's been like it for like, what, 8 months or something now? No, not 8 months, no.
Horseback.
When was it? November it started.
What? Fireflies?
Get down.
Oh!
I'm having a lovely whiskey today, but I can't remember its name. Bukchun or something. I've never had it before, and I've never seen it in a shop before. Got it on special offer. Is Chucky still voiced by I've forgotten his name now. The actor who voiced him in the movies, because the actor was the Doctor in Deadwood, and I really like him. He's in some of the horror films as well. Live action Halo. Yeah, I saw the first episode last night. I didn't know what to make of it. It felt like it was trying to be like a serious Starship Troopers. That's it. Brad Dourif, yeah. He's great in Deadwood, I love him. Very different from his Chucky character.
What the fuck are these guys?
Don't matter. We know where to go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Right, so luckily the first guy you can do over really easy, because he's a sitting duck.
Get out here. Put your gun.
Oh shit, he's got a knife. Oh well, that didn't work twice. Right, love, we're gonna have to get going, so don't panic, 'cause I've got a full gun and I'm only half cut. So let's do this. Leroy! And that's silly me. He's down. No, he's not. He might be. Somebody trying to go around my side, I think. Bollocks. Get over him. I thought those two were dead, or are the new ones? sure they were blooming dead. We'll see when we go past. Are you having a rest, mate? I like how he fell there. Oh, I didn't use the good bullets. Dignammit. I'll go downstairs. It's because I wasn't using that gun. Oh, bollocks. I wasted a bullet. Low on health. Right, hang on a second. I've got plenty to make them. What was it saying? I actually haven't. I watched, I think, the first 2 episodes of Raised by Wolves, and I liked it. The neckbeards probably hate it because it's great a gaming character. Hang on, what's got a gay character? I do get what you're saying though, Kathina. There is a lot of people who are, I don't know, they're preoccupied. I always got told when I was younger, the people who are preoccupied with gay people generally have issues themselves. There's some things I definitely don't like it when they put token people in things, or when they purposely change a character to fill an. I want to say tick a box, but it sounds stupid. But some of the TV companies at the moment do, and I don't like it because I don't see the point in it. There's a horror type TV show I've watched recently, and I really like it. It's about a black couple who go live in the suburbs in Los Angeles. Okay. I see. I mean, I want to say that. Wait, he's got a good gun. I shot him in the head there twice. I want to say that I've always enjoyed stuff with gay characters in it, but then if I go to mention something with Robin Williams, for example, I know he wasn't gay, but he did have a lot of gay people in his movies and stuff. They were kind of always overacted, but it doesn't have to be. Wait. Jack was always my favourite character in Will and Grace. Yes, I watched Will and Grace. I just think that each thing has its own, and I just prefer somebody to write something for what it is without necessarily having to think about inclusivity, if you will. I prefer it to be written just as it is. But that's me. I'm a very simple person in that way. Okay, let's do this. I knew this happens. Very important part of the story. But can Chucky not have a gay character? Can Chucky not be gay? That'd be fucking class. If he just throttles people by sticking his dick in the throat. No, I mean, I realise that through the ages, gay characters have always been put in a certain way.
What do you want me to do? What?
You know, they've always kind of been those they've always been the kind of over the top characters, you know, and I don't think that's necessarily needs to be the case.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's get to the damn horse.
But that's okay when That's like sexual. Who was his bride in the movie? I'm totally in love with that woman, Jennifer Tilly. I don't like her though when she has blonde hair because she changes her hair quite a lot. She's a great poker player. She's really good. No, that's what I mean. If a story's good and it's supposed to have X character, Y character, whatever, I don't have a problem. It's when it's like, oh no, we have to change that character for some type of inclusivity thing, as you said before. I'm a bit like, well, why do that?
I'm fine.
Like, it's like this, you know. We all know. I think we didn't. You didn't know in this, but in the DLC of it, you knew that Ellie was gay, and she's really young as well. So to kind of have that sexuality put into it felt a bit weird at the time, just because of how young Ellie is. But she lives in a different timeline to us, and their timeline is pretty fucking gruesome. So you probably grow up much faster. Who? Jennifer Tilly was in it too, in the TV show. It was somebody else who played her.
Come on, move!
The only time I liked her with her hair not how it should be is when she was in Liar Liar, and we all know the reason why if you've seen Liar Liar. But that's just me objectifying. Bad Swifty. Ah, shut up. You've killed plenty of mine. Why wouldn't Joel... I was going to say, why wouldn't Joel... There's this mission and there's another one where you just feel really helpful when you're playing it.
I'm okay.
You're not okay, Joel. Come on.
Well, I know a lot of people don't like Jim Carrey, but I love Liar Liar. It's a very good movie.
Hurry.
I'm not a fan of every Jim Carrey movie, but Liar Liar and Dumb and Dumber. I watched Dumb and Dumber the other week. It's still as funny as hell. I don't care if it's toilet humour. When I first watched it, well, I remember the first time I ever watched it, and... Oh, hang on, I've dropped off the stream, YouTube. The first time I watched it, and Lloyd goes to grab the briefcase, and he runs down the jetway saying, "It's okay, I'm a limo driver," and then he falls out the other end onto the taxiway. And everybody in the cinema was laughing, and I was like, oh, it's a very obvious joke, like, it's not that funny. But then when he gets back to the house, and he's talking to Harry, Harry says, how was your day? And he goes, alright, fell off the jetway again. And then I started laughing, because that's fucking funny, because it's happened before. And nobody else in the cinema laughed. And there was so many jokes like that in Dumb and Dumber where nobody was laughing and I was laughing, and I like that thing. Not snobbiness, just seeing those hidden jokes. They just had so many of them that if you weren't listening properly, you just didn't hear it. It was great.
Not me.
No.
Can you walk?
And Liar Liar was a bit different because the jokes were very open in Liar Liar. But it was just so well written, and I think it was probably Jim Carrey when I think it was one of his highest paid movies, I think, apart from The Grinch. So he was kind of at his prime.
Joel?
Behind you.
I'd watch Dumb and Dumber again, seriously, I would. You might see it in a different light.
Joel?
Ellie is fucking kick-ass, this kid. She's amazing.
Push her around me. Alright.
And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about strong female characters in TV shows. Stop replacing the fucking guy. I don't care because I hate the show anyway. The guy of the SS Enterprise with a woman. Make this type of thing.
Swear to God. I get you out of this.
Or give Ridley Scott more money. He loves making films with strong women in them. Or is it Tony Scott? Can't remember which one. One of them does. I think it's Ridley and Tony, actually. Well, you can't give Tony money now. He's dead.
Fuck.
Oh, shit! Just...
Her hands would be absolutely freezing here if they were caked in blood and wind and snow was getting to them. They would get cold really fast. It's one thing they always miss out of these games is that everybody should really be wearing gloves. The first Ace Ventura was very good. The second one, the jokes were a bit too on the nose. Bit on the nose.
I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel. Here.
Do men get I don't know if all men get intimidated by femininity though.
You gotta tell me what to do.
Or maybe it is femininity. I don't mind a woman who can kick my ass.
Joel?
I find it quite attractive. But then again, I've had girlfriends who are extremely feminine, so I wouldn't say it's one or the other. But a woman who can kick your ass is something very, very special about that. I think it's because it puts you in your place sharpish. Oh, it's nearly Easter as well. Look, no gloves. Hunting with no gloves.
Won't last very long.
And the wind, you can hear the wind howling. She'd be fucking freezing. I think this scene is where the people who made Red Dead Redemption 2 got their idea for having the hunting and everything go in a different direction. I truly believe it's this scene because at the beginning of Red Dead 2 there is a very, very similar way where you learn how to use your hunting weapons. It's in the same type of setting and everything. But that's not true. I watch stuff with women in them. I watch. There's loads of. I can't do it now because I'm half cut. I could reel off a list of 20 movies where the woman, and not even necessarily feminine, is the kick-ass character. Even like when you go down the route of lovey-dovey movies, like As Good as It Gets, Helen Hunt's fantastic, and she's a strong character in that. I don't. That might not be everybody's cup of tea. I don't like love stories, but I always like that movie. I think it's Jack Nicholson's crazy attitude in it. Oh,
There he is.
I forgot about that. Actually, I'm not. I do know who you talk about, Kathina. There's a couple of guys who I watch their YouTube stuff, and I'm like, I understand it's for clicks and everything. I understand that they're trying to earn a living, but I'm like, for fuck's sake, do you ever say anything constructive? Just anything. And you judge without giving anybody any constructive feedback. The worst thing in the world are people who will tell you you're doing everything wrong, but they won't tell you how you're doing it wrong. There's a special place in hell for those types of people. There really is.
Steady.
Can't see if my bow's on it. I can't shoot from here because one, it's looking at me. Ah, it's not going to see me, is it? Don't see me, you little shit.
Gotcha.
Bastard ran away. I work in a job where people are constantly saying either I've done my job wrong or my boss has done my job wrong, and as soon as you pull them up on it, one person the other day telling my boss that, oh, you do it wrong in this way, you do it wrong in that way, and when she oh, what's the word? Oh, for Christ's sake, I've forgotten the bloody word now. She did that thing where you say two things that are the complete opposite. And when I brought it up to her, she just went red-faced. But I said to her, you know, you're sitting there complaining, but you actually, the answers you're giving, you're not giving us answers to help. You're just giving them for the sake of arguing with us. She shut up after that. Won't change her though. She's fucking weird, that one. But
Hold it steady. Oh man.
contradiction. There's another word as well, but contradiction's the closest. No, there isn't another word. I'm an English teacher, you know. Did I tell you? Yes, contradiction. I'm second guessing myself because I told her what she was saying was contradictory. That's why I was second guessing the word. See, I explain myself, and that's how you get through this world, is by explaining what you're thinking and how you do things, and how things should maybe be done better. Oh, I thought this gave like a hunting thing. Not to mention that in this space, doing something wrong is hell. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is the thing. This is another thing. In the business I do, speaking English is highly highly valued. But as I'm trying to point out to my boss, it shouldn't be, and that's the wrong way to think. The reason being is that many of the natives now have studied English all their lives and study it to a high level where they actually know more about the English language than an English person does. And I'm constantly trying to explain to my boss that that's how we do better, but she still takes on the English people. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again, a lot of people who move to another country are quite often escaping things at home, be it challenging things or even, you know, drugs, debts, the law, but sometimes they're just trying to run away from simple problems. And when they come here, quite often they have, because they get a little bit like royalty, they think they're more important than they are, and this leads them to become really lazy and to try and control their environment so that it suits them. Oh, shit, it's run away again. And this drives me crazy because it's not their place to control the environment. It's my boss who pays the wages, and they seem to think like she owes them something. Now, my boss isn't the greatest person in the world at times, but I know a crook when I see a crook, and there's way too many of them where I work, unfortunately. Yes, entitled could be the word. Tiptoes into the conversation. Sorry, Joe. Yeah. How you doing, Joe? Joe Soap. No, and we actually give our teachers a lot of freedom in what they do, but some of them will not do anything, and then what they'll do is, if they do something well, then they'll say that they're not appreciated enough. But then when they don't do something well, and they try to hide it, and then they get caught, they then say that it's... I had a teacher last year trying to leave his class 10 minutes early. 10 minutes early. We only work for an hour per class. And I pulled him up on it the second week. Now, this guy stood there and told me that my phone watch that's connected to the internet that constantly updates needs checking because his analog watch is perfect and he wasn't leaving 10 minutes early. And he stood there and stared me down like we were in a fight or something because he knew he was wrong and he thought that he could bully me.
What is this place?
And my boss at the end of the day just went, oh well, go easy on him because we need him. And I just said to my boss, okay, then I'm going to leave 10 minutes early every class because if somebody else is doing it, why don't I do it? Anyway, he's gone now. We sacked him.
This place is not creepy at all.
But I said to my boss, we need to hire somebody to fire next year. We really do. So I'm sick of these numbskulls not doing their jobs properly. And the reason I say it is because I'm not the greatest teacher in the world, but my kids learn and my kids come to class and my kids love class, and I hate teaching. I'm getting too old for it. I want to step back and do more of a management thing. But if some of these people put in even half the effort I did, then our business would be fucking thriving. And that's what aggravates me. Oh, I forgot this part. I hate this part. I'm not going to spoil it. I hate this whole part, actually. This whole next sequence. I fucking hate it.
Oh.
Okay, Joe, give us a lowdown. What you playing this week? Elden Ring or FIFA 22? You never know with Joe.
Who's there?
He's an illusion.
Come out!
Hello? We just want to talk.
Any sudden moves and I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for buddy boy over there. What do you want?
What's ESO?
Name's David. Here's my
Is that an 80s progressive rock band?
friend Jane.
By the way, if anybody, I know I've talked about it before, but if anybody on here ever does shrooms, 80s progressive rock is the way to go, or 70s, 80s progressive rock is the way to go. Okay, you and Kathina were having like a serious conversation about it last week.
Group.
Yes.
Women, children.
I do
We're all
pay
very,
attention.
very hungry.
So am I. Women and
Not
children.
often, but I
all very
do.
hungry too.
Well, maybe we could trade you for some of that meat there. What do you need? Weapons?
The reason I hate this part of the game is it has some of the hardest parts of the game. But it also has the hardest part of the game overall, and they intentionally make it hard, which I understand why they make it intentionally hard, totally understand it, and from a gaming construction point of view, I actually think it was good, but I hate playing it.
Ammo, clothes.
And I need to
Medicine.
make a save directly afterwards, so that in the
You have
future when
any
I arrive at that
antibiotics?
scene, I never have to play it again,
We do.
because I'm sick of playing it.
Back at the camp. Welcome to follow us
I'm
back.
not following you anywhere. Buddy boy can go get it.
Yeah, buddy boy.
He comes back with what I need. The deer is all yours. Anyone else shows up,
You put one right between my eyes.
that's right.
2 bottles of the penicillin in a syringe. Make it fast. Go on.
Do you know what, Joe? If you love a game, you play it. You play it, because I recently installed Original Ghost Recon on my potato PC. Original Ghost Recon was released in 2001. I downloaded a ton of mods for it, and I was playing it one night till God knows what hour of the morning, and I was just in my element. It was amazing. It's one of the hardest first-person shooters you will ever play in your life, because you get shot once, you're dead. I mean, sometimes they hit you in the leg, sometimes they hit you in the arm, which actually disables you a little bit, so you move slower. But the majority of the time, the enemy sees you, one shot, you're dead, and you're dealing with tanks. It's so realistic. It's the most realistic, apart from maybe Armored Assault, but that one's a little bit too complicated.
I'll take that rifle.
Of course.
Well, isn't the WoW community the original
Back up.
community? The original toxic community? Is it as toxic as Eve, actually? Eve has a pretty bad community. I've always wanted to I need to try and get back into Eve sometimes, because sometimes... I don't know, sometimes when I'm watching some TV shows or something, I just want something in the side, and I think that Eve is a really good game to do that. And it's space-based.
It's probably gonna be a while. You, mind if we take some shelter from the cold?
Bring him with us.
Has anybody seen the documentary about Jimmy Savile on Netflix? Fucking hell. Not to drop the mood again. Swifty, mood dropper. Invite him to a party, he'll make everybody go home. I don't actually, I'm the life and soul of the party, mate. I bring people to your party.
Yeah.
Literally, I go outside and just fucking grab them.
You really shouldn't be out here all on your own.
I don't like company.
I see.
Yep, Jimmy
What's
Savile.
your name?
I can't remember what the thing's called, but
Why?
it's fucking scary.
I understand it's not easy to trust a couple of strangers.
The reason that it's scary, because I don't know that anybody knows, but I really like psychology. I did part psychology degree when I was at university. Only a very, very small part, but still love it. And the way he spoke, he gave tons of flags as to how his mind was, tons and tons. But he did it in a way that sounded secondary, but he wasn't aware of that. He just thought, oh shit, I kind of give people an insight and they don't react to it, so I'll just keep on talking like that, as sociopaths often do.
Whoever's hurt, you clearly care about them. Sure,
He wasn't only protected by the establishment, though. To be honest with you, Mike, I don't even know if the establishment knew what was going on. If you watch the documentary, it'll open your eyes to it, because it's like he played on the fact that everybody thought he was just a bit weird. And like I said, there was times when he opened up and he said things and nobody ever reacted to it, because everybody just thought, well, it's him and he's weird. He definitely thought he was untouchable, but quite often sociopaths do. And maybe even psychopathic. Maybe even a bit psychopathic. You don't have to kill people to be psychopathic. So yeah. Untouchable, or actually, sorry, I don't mean to keep pausing, but or with his charity work, he thought he was paying his penance. And this is the other thing. This is the other thing that you don't realise. Like his whole. It seems like his whole. This isn't my own insight. This is from the documentary. It seems like his whole charity thing was him trying to pay penance for his crimes before he went to hell. 1 second. Fucking car by some fella, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. But why do you think that, when you say Dunblane, Joe, I didn't realise they were sealed for 50 years. Why do you think the Dunblane files are sealed for 50 years? Do you not think that's maybe from incompetence on the day? It's horrible to think of that massacre. Ugh, horrible. Um, yeah, I mean, when you do look at Andrew and whatnot, there's definitely, like they say in the show, they knew there was things going on. They knew that it wasn't right. Um, no, well, watch the thing, Athena. I'm not protecting him in any way here, by the way. It's disgusting. Like, seriously. But I've always said, to get in the mind of a mad person, you have to put yourself in their shoes. You have to. You must. If you don't put yourself in a mad person's shoes, you can't understand how they think. And it's when I saw it on the show, I'm like, that is what he was thinking. Like, he genuinely believed he was paying a penance. There's also the smoke screen. That's part of it as well. Hello, Zenazula. We've walked into a very strange conversation. Walked into a very strange situation. Yeah, well, I mean, with Prince Andrew, it's all been covered up now, so we don't know. To be honest with you, and this is my true thoughts about this, the Prince Andrew thing, when it first came out, I believed it. But the fact that she took the payoff when she said she wouldn't, I'm sorry, but there's just, when somebody takes a payoff, I'm just of the opinion that something else was going on there. Not to say he wasn't involved in any way, because he probably bloody was. Because whatever was going on with Epstein was very deep, much deeper than we'll ever know. That's why he disappeared. Got offed, shall we say.
You had another...
Yeah, well, this is the thing, Athena. He was messed up. That's the thing. He was never of sound mind and body, ever, ever. We sometimes try and. I'm one of the reasons I love psychology and I love looking into the minds of murderers and things like this is that I believe reality. A lot of people think that reality is the same for everybody, but some people deviate or do something in a different way. I don't. I think we all see reality very different. I think our emotions, our thoughts, and our ideas create our reality. And I think they create a stronger reality than we would even believe. I like to think that, well, you all got into contact with me on this stream and we're all really cool and we all really like each other and we can all get along. But for example, Elazgar has just come in. I think he and I see reality in completely different ways, and I think our emotions react to reality in so many different ways. And this is why people can have meltdowns over small things. This is why people can get in lifelong feuds over very small issues, because we all see things in just totally different ways. Um, yes, I am. No, I'm talking about my indiscretions. Um, how are you
Gun?
doing, Alistair?
Sorry. Hey, I'd really like my right.
Right, while I've got this paused, because there's a big scene coming up, just let me go pour myself another drink, because it's been an hour. Well, it hasn't exactly been an hour, but by the time I get the drink and come back, it will have been an hour. So just give me a second to get another drink. Right, I'm back. Hello, Malcolm. How are you doing? Mine's the right way. No one listen. Well, this is the point. It's not just your upbringing, though, Joe. I really do believe that your brain chemistry builds the world as you see it. I really do. I really do. I think that, and I absolutely believe that we all see the world fundamentally different, and we look for things to connect with. So when we find another person, whether it be a lover or a friend or whatever, we try to find the things that connect us. And even then, sometimes we find it hard to stay together because our realities are so different. Yeah, he's off pouring a pint, yeah. Sorry, Malcolm. Actually, I was off pouring a really nice whiskey because it's the end of term, so I'm allowed to have a couple of drinks tonight. So... And Ellen's guy is a perfect example of saying mine is the right way. We all think our way is the right way. All of us.
Back now.
No, you have your pistol.
And that's why I think the news agencies and whatnot exist in a left and right way, because if there was too many levels of grey in the news services, they wouldn't be able to target in on the things that they can get you with, the things that you can connect with them. Does that make sense, or am I just ranting on here?
Hope you know how to use this.
I've had some practice.
No matter what, we have to keep them out.
And regardless of what you think, I'm right. I'm joking.
Make every shot count now.
Done this.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shot. To your left. Back.
Swipes the stick. Damn it! Ellie's a little bit slower with her reactions here. Right, we've got 8 bullets now, so we're gonna...
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am. Give me a...
I think the opposite. I think we're all the same, and it's illusion, and it is illusions, delusions. But when you say the illusions and delusions societies that make us think different, what do you mean? Because one of the reasons I think people look for God is because we all wonder, or we all have a sense of needing to know more. Because it's in our interest, isn't it, to learn. As a species, it's in our interest to learn. We have opposable thumbs and everything. We need to learn everything. We need to understand what's going on around with us. And we do have there are delusions out there. The church is a delusion, but the church isn't a bad thing. I'm not going to knock the church in general, because I've always said the people at the bottom of a church are really good people, really good people, and most of them very God-fearing. They're very giving. They want to do the best for the world. The people at the top of the church are fucking horrendous, and these are the ones who get charged with child sex abuse and all this stuff because they're at the top. Seeing it with Putin at the moment. Putin's a really good example, actually, of somebody just going off the rails. He's been locked up for a bit, came up with his own ideals, and now he's off the fucking rails. Even though we haven't helped him very much to alleviate that, because we didn't like him in the first place. Sorry, go on. Society in which people all think the same. Everybody wants to be different, as long as they're different like everybody else. Well, yeah, I mean, there is that thing as well. We all want to be part of something. That's the thing. But I think everybody... You can sit 100 different people down in a room, and give them a problem. And they don't always have to be like super intelligent people from university or whatever. Sit them down in a room, give 100 people a problem, and they'll come out with some fucking wicked ideas. We don't do it enough in this world. That's my issue. A lot of people work numbskull jobs which kill them inside, when even you don't have to be super intelligent to come up with good ideas. You really don't. Some of the best inventions of the world were created by somebody who was an average Joe, who was like, not an average Joe soap, but an average Joe who was just like, this would be better if I did it this way. That's all. We can only see from our... And yes, and Malcolm says it there, we can only see from our own perspective, which is very, very true. I often play devil's advocate in arguments, in every situation. I often go to devil's advocate, and I say, I don't necessarily agree with what I'm saying. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Burn up the table, blah. Religion is a form of mass control. Yeah, but it's like I say, the people at the bottom. Don't laugh, Kathina. He watches Fox News. He thinks he is. No, he doesn't. He doesn't really. They were fighting those commies a few years ago. That's what Putin wants to bring back, isn't it? Oh shit! Get away! That's the part that worries me with Putin.
More infected on this side. It's a big pack. They must have followed you.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Stuck in this together.
The problem with Putin is that people think that maybe I need bullets. I've only got one left. What do we got? Oh crap. You just knock him out, David, while I pick up all the bits and bobs. Do we really have to fight for this long?
Screw it. We're getting out of this room.
Too fucking right we are.
This way.
That was a Resident Evil 2 moment, wasn't it?
I'll block their path. Cover the stairs.
I had to fire that one shot, didn't I, just to make sure. Let's have a look. Who's on first? Who's in goal? Who's on first? Yeah, I think with Putin it's a very, very... Oh, pudding's quite nice actually. I make it sometimes myself. I made dirty rice. I forgot to send you the picture, Alice. I will do. I'm off to France actually on what day is it? Wednesday, I think.
Through here.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
Never set foot in this place.
Great.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
It's clear. This way.
Rebaños.
Totally forgot about this. Oh, pardon me.
How are you holding
I'm
up?
burping because I haven't had beer in a week. For those who want to catch up with my visit of my sister last week, I think I caught COVID. Got horrible swelling of the joints this week, which has only got worse every day. It was terrible this morning, but it has alleviated a bit during the day, but that might just be me working my joints out. We'll see tomorrow morning. Let's have a look. I mean, oh Christ. Whereabouts in France you got? Oh, just to the very edge, Mike. I'm going to a place called Bourg Madame, which is right on the the border with Catalonia. So I'll just literally walk across. It's like a 2 minute, well, 5 minute walk. Oh, I didn't know that, Malcolm. I will definitely watch those videos because I love Stephen Fry. There's a gay guy who I fucking love. We were talking about it earlier. Stephen Fry. Absolutely love the guy. Fantastic comedian, but a fantastic speaker as he's got older. Unfortunately, suffers from horrendous depression. And questions himself, and this is where thank you for saying that, Malcolm, because it's got me back into that mode when I say that we all view the world in a different way. Stephen Fry is a comedic genius, a very well read man, very well educated, and yet he has a debilitating depression that makes him question himself, like question whether he's a good person or that he makes any difference in the world. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Anywho, let's have a look. It's not gout. It's in my wrists, my knees, and my ankles at the same time. It's not gout. Could be, to be honest with you. It came on after a batch of drinking. No, it's not gout. Hang on, we can't say the word what? You can't say the word dirty. That's weird. Alright, okay. I'm with you now, Joe. Don't worry, don't ever apologise. I take long enough to catch up.
Stay close.
I mean, the thing is, I hate pausing all the time. The thing is, Elsgar, when you say gout, I do sometimes wonder because I have drank a lot in the past, but I've never suffered with gout before, and I haven't been drinking half as much recently as I have in the past. And I don't really drink the things that make gout worse. And I've been eating and drinking more water, so I don't know if gout would be the culprit. I really don't. Oh shit, I'm dead. I'm dead. First bloody one and I'm dead. She can't be infected, by the way, so it shouldn't show that thing of her getting infected because it shouldn't happen with her. I always forget, just let them do their little routes. Oh, bollocks! I'm gonna die over and over here because it's been a million years since I played it and I've forgotten exactly how to fucking do it. Because there's people all over, there's monsters all over and they go all over the place. He's going to turn towards me now. Some of them are moving and some of them don't, and it's the ones that are standing still that are actually the worst, because they sometimes run after you. Oh. Okay, so this guy, I can follow him out a little bit, because the one to the right of me, wherever the right is, I can get him from here, I think. Oh no. Probably actually fully avoid him. I might not even have to even take him on. Would be nice. Let's see what's in here. I don't know sometimes whether to. Oh, it woke him up. Shit. That wasn't good, was it? Okay, got through that part. Right. Okay, let's see what the message says. No, I don't give a shit. That's the thing. That's the thing. People who inspire me. It doesn't matter what they are. I had problems when I was at college. I went to a college of music and arts, and I had a hard time because I wasn't gay, and I had some really difficult times in college because I wasn't gay, and it could have turned me into an incredibly hateful person. I don't really want to go into the ins and outs of it, but I had a really, really difficult time, and it's something I just don't even think about anymore because the people there were so bitter, and that's one of the reasons why when these groups occur in modern times who say that they're fighting for the rights of one group, I don't like it, because I'm always like, well, hang on, every group has its people who are horrible, and normally those people rise to the top. Oh, Douglas Murray, yeah, he's quite interesting as well. I've read a bit of his stuff. He used to troll people a lot on Twitter. Well, let's have a look. I honestly don't think it's gout, though, Ellis. I really don't. I get what you're saying, but I don't think it is. I've had a small bout of gout before. I generally got it in my feet. This feels very different, and it's been growing. It's not it didn't flare up. It's been growing over days. We'll see. But I know somebody else who's had COVID who's had exactly the same things. It is kind of true, but freedom of speech is very important as well, even if you don't agree with it. It is. I think with the internet, it's very difficult. We have to find a way with policing the internet without it being taken over by. It's a very difficult. The internet has made the world a very strange place, because we need to find a way to police the internet, but without infringing on anybody's liberties. And that is an incredibly difficult thing to bloody do, because everybody's got an interest. Everybody's got a political interest to silence another person. Like where is the line?
There you are.
Come on, go this way.
Because I truly believe there are some, like on the left now, there are some horrible people on the left. Horrible. Really dangerous, nasty people. I've seen it. And I would consider myself totally left-leaning. I grew up in a Thatcherite world, and it's not specifically somewhere where I want to be in ever again. But I've seen a lot of left-wing people who they have Thatcherite ideas. If you don't agree with me, I'm gonna fucking buy you. Right, we need to find a way through for this, don't we? Instead of just looking at it. Is David gonna give me a lift somewhere? Is this what we need? Because we just jumped into here, I think. David, give us a bunk.
Here, come here, boost me up.
Ready? You be quick.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, Joe.
I know.
When people think that news tells the truth all the time. Like even on this Russia thing, even on the Russia thing, I've had to say to my housemate a few times, you know, like that's probably not true. That's probably just propaganda to try and, you know, make the Russians think that they're weaker than they are.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I'm okay with that. Some people are like, oh no, the West can't put out disinformation. I'm like, we fucking can. We fucking can. Because every time he feels empowered, that guy will be fucking taking... I've said before, like, if he invades Sweden, I'd have to consider going. I'd have to consider going to fight, because I have friends. I have 8 friends from Sweden. Like, and I don't pretty much want to be in that position ever. But I don't know if I could sit back and watch it. Like, watch it being taken advantage of. I just couldn't. I don't think people understand.
Alright. Here you go.
Come on. All right, look out.
Yeah, but Kathina, the question is, what is hate speech? Because under Thatcher, the miners striking could have been considered hate speech if you put it into the modern time. Whoever controls the narrative then says what is hate speech. If you look what's going on in Russia right now, like people being pulled off the streets and arrested for saying anything. Yeah, but Ellen's guy in America, you argue with the right and you're a loony lefty. Your country is so polarized in its politics. The UK is polarized as well. Don't get me wrong. The UK is very polarized. But there are greys in England. In the US, there isn't. And you have a very specific type of news, which is really strange. You have to go. Only a British person, or a Scottish person, sorry, Brian, in the US, watching your news and how it's presented, can truly understand how scary your news is. I know it sounds strange, Alescar, but your news is so bizarre. It really is. Like, you're watching Fox and it's all, those people are scary, they're going to get you, we need to do this. And on the left hand side, it's exactly the same, but it's just so constant. The right is right. No, the right isn't. The right isn't right. In fact, the right's wrong half the time.
Come on, kid.
No, in America, the truly left people, I think, are left-wing. But yeah, it is definitely not as far. But that's what it's become in the UK because Labour became the Democrats. Labour just turned themselves in. They were watching the Democrats in the USA going, hang on, we can be right wing and take bribes and payments. This is great. Words do last longer, and this is why I'm saying that I don't know what the answer is. Don't get in an argument over it, people. It's not worth it, because general world politics versus what we have to deal with is we're a mile off.
Oh, shit.
But yes, this is the part that the right wingers hide behind a lot, and this is not me saying you're right wing, Mike. The right wingers hide behind this idea of it's just words. But manipulation of the truth and manipulation of information is not words, it's ideas. And there's way too much of this going on right now. Because believe me, because my YouTube is left and right all over. Welcome in, Brian, by the way.
Okay, old man.
And this is the thing, is that speech is now being used to create false ideals on the left and the right. On the left and the right. You listen to what's happened with Black Lives Matter this week. They bought a house, the leader of Black Lives Matter bought a house with Black Lives Matter money in Los Angeles from a friend with a $4 million markup within a week. A $4 million markup in cash. You can't tell me that money's not being distributed. You can't tell me there isn't something fucking dodgy going on there. But you know what? Hasn't the foreign whatever of Great Britain's wife just been caught hiding money under something?
Looks like someone already.
Seriously, we live in fucking cuckoo times. And we've been told that this is right, that is right, and it just... I'm gonna put one there, put one there. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I can shoot these guys. Sorry. I should put one there. I'll take... I'm gonna put
See
one...
anything?
They use this building.
So what do we do?
We hold our ground.
Is there any other choice?
We die. Get ready.
Right, let me get through this part first, because otherwise I'm gonna die.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
Brain matter. Dang damn it. David needs to pull his fucking weight. That's what David needs to do.
It doesn't feel like it.
Just stay focused. We'll make
How
it.
many of these things are there?
I have no idea. Just keep at it.
Fuck! I'm dead. Fuck! This bit is so difficult in of itself. Like, I think I have to start it all over again. Oh, fuck, she's got me. Oh, Christ. Right, give me a chance. Give me a second. I need to breathe. I hate this. Right, okay, so, let's have a look. Because everybody's chatting now. I hate doing this, because I start something and everybody starts chatting. Christ, we're going back now. We're going back. Okay. That's why therapists are rich. And a lot of therapy begins at home, Kathina. A lot of therapy. But people don't find it. There is so much therapy to be done in questioning your own actions. So much where you can solve it yourself. You don't need someone else. But it's not words, Mike. It's like I said, it's ideas. When you create ideas or false narratives, they cease to become words. If I called you a cunt, that's a singular word. But if I go around and tell the whole village that you're a paedophile, then that goes to a different place. And this is where free speech gets out of hand. Because, as I said, my YouTube is filled with left and right, and some of the crap I hear, which unfortunately I can call out as soon as I see it, but I'm not going to get into an argument in the comments section with someone because you're going to be there all day, aren't you? Yeah, 37 billion on a track and trace system that didn't work. 37 billion as well. Who fucking pulls that? I have a friend who said he could have created it for way less, like not billions. He's talking like less than 10,000. He was like, I could have created a track and trace system. Anybody could have. Fucking mental. Don't worry about your dyslexic fingers. Track and tears would have been better. Yeah, that'd have been great. But yes, we have to be careful about offending somebody just saying they're offended, because again, a lot of people, I work in a business where there are people who will say they're offended, but they are fucking not offended. They've been found out. And quite often when people get found out, they go into defensive mode and they'll say things like, oh, I'm offended, or you're hurting my feelings, or you've done this, or you're being unprofessional. Whichever trope they might choose, it's untrue. I mean, people who advocate for free speech, in a way, like if you're talking about free speech, like then I can say the most horrible thing about someone, and the idea is sticks and stones don't break my bones. But it's, again, if I'm not talking directly to you, it goes down a very, very sinister way to me. Oh, I could hear a sound in my room, and it's come from my fucking phone. Right. This is why I got onto this conversation without you all. It's nice to... YouTube's going to love my channel tonight. But, no, in seriousness, that's... Oh, crap, I don't know what I've got now. Did I just stab him in the head? Nice one. Where's my petrol? We have to try and get some bloody... Ay, no!
It's a bloater!
What?
One of those big fucking guys! The big guy's down!
He's dead! I killed him in one shot, that was class! It was actually the explosion that killed him, but it's still funny. It's still funny because it killed him. Right, don't let me do this.
Yeah?
No, I think we did it.
Like we
Good.
killed all of them?
Right, let's go back to...
More like disbelief.
Got a purposeful. I like it. I actually like that. Got a purposeful job. I like it. That's my type of joke. Well done, Brian. I like that one. That's why I really think the internet's kind of like the Old West. And we know it perpetuates lies. We know it does on both sides. On both sides. And this is why I get annoyed, because my right-wing friends believe that they're completely in the right and that the left-wing are totally loony, and the left-wing believe that they're in the right and the right-wings are totally loony, whereas I'm sat in the middle knowing that everybody's fucking loony. Right, that part's over.
No infected.
No infected. What'd I tell you? Alright. Let's head on back. Check on that buck of ours.
But self-therapy is really important. So one of the things that I've noticed that a lot of people don't do is a lot of people don't say sorry when they know they're in the wrong, because they feel that somehow it's going to give the other person the upper hand. What they don't realise is that if you say to somebody, I was in the wrong and I'm totally sorry, and that person gets angry with you, that's an eye for an eye, and that's not right either. They can say to you, you know, stick your apology, or they can say, thank you, but I don't want to talk to you for a while. That's in their ball. That's in their court. That's their choice. But if they try and come back and use that against you, then again, you can't say sorry for a motor accident, or that time you killed a neighbour's dog by feeding it chocolate. Anyway,
handled yourself pretty
so
nice back
no, I never did that. I never did that.
I'd say we
Not
made a
twice.
pretty good team.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
We got lucky.
Lucky. No.
Yes, that's a really good example, Brian. Really good example. When I'm talking about free speech, what I see a lot from the right-wing commentators on YouTube, I don't see it so much from the left, because they're a bit more, I'm in the correct position. What you see from a lot of right-wing commentators is saying, because they want to cover their backs, they say, I'm not racist, but... And it's like, you hear it and you're like, but they use a different form of it. They don't say, I'm not racist, but... And then you're like, for fuck's sake. But to be fair, don't ever go on TikTok, because left-wing TikTok is fucking mental. Right-wing YouTube is really, really strange, but left-wing TikTok is off the fucking charts weird. I swear, if you spend half an hour there, you'll think you've dropped an acid tab.
No such thing as luck. Now, you see, I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Sure.
Well, I do. And I can prove it to you. Now, this winter, that's been especially cruel. A few weeks back.
Yeah, you're right, Kathina.
Sent a group of
Most
men out
stuff is toxic.
nearby town.
We fight online in comment I don't, because I fucking comment sections. Fuck that. People fight online in comment sections and they both love the same game. And they still fight about it. They don't find a common ground to say, Rockstar, why are you releasing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the fucking 17th time? Get on with Grand Theft Auto 6. No, they sit there, one defends them and one goes against them. And it's like politics. It's fucking mental. It's like, hang on a minute. You said to the people on the Rockstar side, you don't want Grand Theft Auto 6? Are you off your fucking meds?
Looked for food. Only a few came back. He said that the others had been slaughtered by a crazy man. And get this, he's a crazy man traveling with a little girl. You see, everything happens for a reason. Don't get upset. It's not your fault. You're just a kid. James, lower the gun.
No way, David. I'm not gonna let her go.
Lower the gun. Now give her the medicine.
Oh, I haven't got it on live chat, I've got it on top chat. Sorry people, I've probably been ignoring half your messages. I'm sorry. You're all as important. Don't leave me.
Move the fuck out of the way.
Especially Malcolm, where are you? I can't hear you. Can't see you.
I can protect you.
No, I can't.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, it switches over every time you switch between apps, Brian. It's one of the worst things about the YouTubes on the apps with a Z.
Come on.
Oh, this whiskey is lovely. I treated myself to a £35 bottle, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's because it's the end of term today, and it's beautiful. Because I haven't had a whiskey in, I don't know, in maybe a month. It doesn't have them, does it? I already
No.
looked. Thank you for looking, Kathina. No, it's I never played, honestly, I never played Red Dead Redemption 2 enough. I really haven't. I love that game, and I still do. I've got one account where I'm fucking God knows how many hours in, and I've only completed like the first chapter or something. I use it as a chill account. I have the same with Cyberpunk as well. I have a chill account and a main account. But you know what Cyberpunk did, what really pissed me off, is they reset the special abilities and whatnot, the progress tree, and gave you points back. But I don't think they gave you the full points back. And if they did, I have no fucking idea what my original points were set to, because I did them on the fly. So now I have nothing. And I have to reset them, and I don't know what to do with it. It doesn't taste like Paint Stripper, Kathina. It's like everything. It's an acquired taste. Once you acquire it, you're okay. I'm not saying you should. But if ever we shall meet, I'll introduce you to something low on the rung. Actually, no, I think you'd be better off with some good wine. And a bacon sandwich. That's a nice one, Brian. Glenfiddich is I say to people, like, Glenfiddich is not the best, but it's the best of the entry-level ones, and certainly when you start getting up for the 15-year-old, it gets much better. But even for an entry one, Glenfiddich has a really good taste. A really good taste. There's only one other entry-level that I like, and it's called... the Major's Reserve, but it has another name.
Here we go.
But I love the taste of...
Sorry. Hold on. That's it.
I love the taste of Glenfiddich. It's got a really nice taste to it.
You're gonna make it.
I've had Jura. I didn't love it myself, but having said that, I've only had one bottle, and I may have been in the throes. I know, that's why I said one glass of wine and a bacon sandwich. It's because the fat will keep the alcohol away. Oh yeah, this is where you lead them away, isn't it?
Fuck.
This game with its the way that the missions are great. Because you're in a linear world, but your attitude has to change. I think that's what made it, you know, one of the things that I loved about this game is it made you feel very uncomfortable playing it. Like, extremely uncomfortable. And it's because it puts you in situations that you don't want to be in, and games don't often do that. They'll give you like a, I don't know, a boss that you don't want to be fighting, but they don't put you in situations where you're like, I really don't want to be in this. Kill the fuck. In the neck, there you go.
What are you waiting for? Shoot her! But David said... Shoot her!
This game doesn't exist on PC, I'm afraid, not yet. They are talking about releasing it on PC, but for the moment it doesn't exist. So no, you can't, he just latched on. There's no way that you can actually get it for PC, unfortunately.
What do they want?
And it wouldn't be bad, because I'm not against the odd downloading of games that... Fuck you! So no, it doesn't exist in PC, I'm afraid. Ooh. I thought he was gonna latch on there. Do I get shot here? Yeah. Yeah, but Alien Isolation's a bit different. Yeah, it does put you in situations you don't like, but it's forced. It's what I was saying earlier. What you don't want is the boss suddenly coming in. There's a thing in it, Resident Evil 2, that Brian's aware of, that I hate. And it's that the boss is omnipotent. So he always comes to you, and it fucking drives me crazy. It drives me more crazy than you can imagine, and it's more likely to make me turn the game off. But yes, Alien Isolation does do that well. Too much though, but it does. I think Alien Isolation, I was watching Alien Covenant earlier actually, before I did the stream.
Right there! By the horse!
And I felt that Alien Isolation could have kind of used Alien Covenant a bit more, but I can't remember which one came out first. When I say use it, I mean use the idea of it more. I like this part of the game actually. This is one of the things where this game actually, I like sneaking in this game. Sneaking is not my really is not my kettle of fish.
How many of our guys were killed?
But in this game I don't mind sneaking.
Let's check the house. You guys, check that cabin.
Should I try and kill this dude? I'm gonna hide behind the table and try and kill him. He's gonna come in, isn't he? I'm gonna get this guy first because it's easy. Oh shit, she can't jump! Jump! You fucking daft bitch! Sorry, I don't mean to use a bad term. It shouldn't have even known that I was trying to kill him. He's a dumb bastard, isn't he? Who stands and faces the fucking wall when they're at home? There was talk of it coming to PC though, wasn't there? Anybody who's in the know. There was talk of it coming to PC. I don't want to shit on anybody's aspirations. I think there was talk of it coming to PC. No, I'm not going to use that, so I'll use that. The reason I like the shotgun is because at close range it takes people out. Right, let me have a quick look. Hang on, he said don't answer. I did answer you. I'm not a moron, you know. Yeah, people who watch Blair Witch instead of... Ah, well, you know they killed her. You do realise that's the secret story behind the Blair Witch. Mike wasn't facing the wall because of the witch. He was facing the wall so that Josh could sneak up and smack her over the back of the head. Because they were secretly wanting to kill her together. No, I think they were seriously thinking about bringing it to PC now because they realised, like, who are they called? The French company that I like, Quantic Dreams. Quantic Dreams brought everything to PC because they knew that they had to. You can't, unfortunately, you can't have good titles. I'm really annoyed there because I was listening out for them and it didn't show them twice. Oh, look, these two fucking stunners.
Where do I go?
They should have jumped down, Paul. Spin it around. I don't know why those two jokers didn't hear me. Right, okay. I think I'm alright. I'm gonna put this gun on just in case. So I'll go back and search because you never know what you missed. Hey, it's Coffee Lover Joel. How you doing? It's my most hated section, but thank you for dropping back in, because I know you were in the stream the other day. Coffee Lover Joel obviously likes this game. So Coffee Lover Joel likes following people who are currently playing the game. But dropped in the stream the other night and is now back. I hate this part. I hate the whole winter section. And especially the final countdown. The final countdown? Who am I? The final showdown with David. I hate it, hate it, hate it with a passion. And I've died several times, which I don't like dying in games. So dying is not my biggest love. I don't mind losing, don't get me wrong, there's a very big difference. And I'll explain at length. Your protagonist never dies. That's why Last of Us 2 failed. Because they didn't understand. I want to cover this actually today because I've often talked about this. The reason Last of Us 2 didn't work, I feel, is they killed Joel. It's one of the big reasons I think it failed. The maps aren't as intriguing, to be honest, but I really think that killing Joel was the biggest mistake they made. I don't mind that they killed Joel, myself. I'm talking about why the game didn't do well. I think that the killing of Joel was a really bad mistake on their part. And I was trying to think, you know, other games they don't kill the protagonist, and I was like, hang on, Swifty, your favourite game they kill the protagonist. In Red Dead Redemption, they kill
Nature trail.
John,
Okay. I should get
and
ready.
in Red Dead Redemption 2, they kill Arthur. However, he holds his breath in bated anticipation. However, hang on, to work my way out of here first. The killing of Arthur
You got this, Ellie.
is after a long drawn out battle with tuberculosis.
Oh, fine.
And this is really important. Arthur is always going to die of TB. Always in that story. So when he's killed on the mountainside with the beautiful sunset in the background, it's much easier to accept. In the first Red Dead Redemption, you are absolutely jarred by the death of John Marsden. To the point where I almost vomited, and I'm genuinely serious. It's never happened in a film, never happened in anything else. When they killed John Marsden, I felt physically sick. I've never had that in my life before with a movie or anything, or a comic or a book or anything. But then you're resurrected by Jack, and you manage to how do you put it? You manage to get redemption for John. It still didn't fill the void for me, but it did a little bit. They might, you know, Kathina. Sorry, going back to the comments section. They might make it, you know, Kathina. Just wait until I've got a bit more money behind them. David Cage likes the things that he's worked on, but he does like new things. But don't think that he wouldn't go back and remaster things. Well, you say spoilers, Joe. I need a quick pee. Sorry, I have to take a break for a pee, but we'll come back on spoilers in a moment, Joe. Just give me a second, people. Okay, I'm back. So let's go back. Yeah, sorry, Joe. The reason, I said it is because it's 2.5 years on, and it is what it is. I don't think you can worry about spoilers 2.5 years on. Kathina says that the game didn't do well because they tried to be too woke. Yes, they did. It's admitted that they did. And unfortunately, the director of the game was sucked into a universe that I think he wasn't ready for, unfortunately. Again, it's really weird because Ellie is such a great character, but she works for what she is in the first one. And what I mean by that is that she's young, battle-hardened, but very naive in certain ways because she's obviously a young girl. But in the second one, she has a lot of hate in her and a lot of rage. And I honestly don't want to relive my teenage years again. I don't think many people do. And I think that and the fact that they kill you, as I've attributed it before, the game, it just sank in that way. And it's very, very sad that it did. Some people say, well, it woke up the gaming community, and I'm like, it didn't wake up shit. The gaming community is going to do what it wants to do. Because money's already become involved. So with Rockstar, you're seeing it already. They don't give a fuck. People are like, we run Rockstar 6. They're like a fucking parent. Yeah, well, you'll have to wait. You know, we're still waiting on LA Noire 2 or whatever they could do with that. They could do New York Noire, Chicago Noire, whatever. We're all still waiting on that. Bully 2, we're all still waiting on. Manhunt, Next Generation Manhunt, we could all be waiting on. I'm not, but we could be. Gaming's in a strange realm at the moment. A very strange realm. And you and I are not in control of it. Big money's in control of it. It got into the hands faster. I remember with the PlayStation 2 playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I said to my friend that I really hope the money people don't get to gaming for another 30 years, I think I said. And my friend said to me, no, the money people are already getting into gaming now. They know. And okay, so they didn't quite know, but yeah, they got into it, unfortunately. And it's the saddest thing ever, that money people got into it because... Because the world of gaming will never be the same. Let's go to the chat. Yeah, I genuinely believe that they tried to make a game that didn't exist, and it's really, really sad that they tried to, because they didn't realize, and let's not forget Neil, whatever his name is, he controlled the direction of it, but apparently he had it deep for somebody who was very, very feminist and decided that, you know, it should be led by Ellie, and Ellie should be the be-all and end-all, and it's not about working together anymore, it's about being a singular person and proving the other people wrong. And it's so sad that that woman managed to talk him into it, because It lost a lot of things that it was. Again, I haven't got a neck beard, Kathina. No, but in all seriousness, it lost a lot of what it was. And it's so sad. Because they could have made something... again, going back to it, you look at Red Dead Redemption 1, you look at Red Dead Redemption 2. It's night and day. There's no discussion. Maybe the ending of 2 is not as good as 1, but really you're going to hold the whole game accountable for an ending? Mind you could say that about movies, I suppose. I mean, I've played the second one, and honestly, I got bored shitless with it. That's the sad fact. Just bored shitless. It didn't have any of the levity of the first one. It felt like... It honestly felt like playing the game that a depressive teenager would write. And like I said, I've been a teenager. I don't need to be a teenager again. It's a horrible time. It's not an easy time. I don't need to go through it.
I don't want to get trapped in here.
I don't need to go through it another time. I've already been through it. And maybe they didn't realise that. Maybe they were like, oh, everybody loves being a teenager. 1975. Right, I literally forgot that. Yeah, to be honest, but yes, but they went, they got into gaming very quickly, Kathina. That was where I was trying to get to the point. Well, Star Citizen's a perfect example. Just milking people for expectation. Star Citizen's playable at the moment, by all accounts. Now, listen. I'm no expert and I haven't looked into it. But if you're all hating Elite, apparently Star Citizen's working and works okay. But don't take my word for it. Look around a bit. Apparently the new Grand Theft Auto will have a female protagonist, Kathina. And that is where games kind of hold back. Because we still kind of have Lara Croft with her tits out. Which I'm not going to complain. I'm honestly not. I'm a man. I'm not going to complain. But I am going to say that if women want a different heroine, then games need to catch up to movies. Like I say, Ellie is a perfect example of what a heroine can be. She really is. In the DLC Left Behind, it's different from the first one. It really is. It has a different feeling, and I love playing it. I love playing it because it's so cool to play as Ellie, as the stronger character, because he's run away.
I got it.
Shit, I walked. Hang on.
There's the exit.
Let's have a look. Who was the exception then? Sorry, Joel. I had to ask. Who's the exception? Sexualized exception. Do another bomb. Oh, I thought I threw two. Yep. Ba ba da ba da ba. Yeah, let's just go. So look behind. Quick look behind the desk. I don't think there's anything.
Here.
Are you asking from your point of view, Nathan Drake? I like Uncharted actually. It's really not a bad game. If you don't know it, Joe, I'll stream it because I don't mind it. It's pretty cool game, especially the one they made after this, because they introduced some of the mechanics from this game into it, and it became a little bit better to play. You imagine, like, people eating humans? Can you imagine, like, butchering a human being for meat? And I don't know what level of attrition in society would have to take place.
How are you feeling?
Super.
Here. You should eat. I know you're hungry. Been out for quite some time.
You like getting into the parts. Oh yeah, I know what you know. Rubbing one out in the topless scenes. We all know what you
What
mean.
is it?
And I'm not going to knock you for it. You fucking do whatever tickles your fancy.
Is some human helping on the side?
No. No, I promise. It's just the deer meat.
You're a fucking animal.
I don't know if she eats that because it
quick to
might
judge,
have
mate.
been human.
Considering you and your friend killed how many men?
They didn't give us a choice.
And you think we have a choice? Is that it?
I hate this conversation
You
'cause
kill to survive.
David's
So do
trying
we.
to say that we were
have to
trying to
take care of
kill
our
you
own,
because we have
by
to
any
take
means
care of our own.
necessary.
It's horrible. There's a million
So now
animals killing
Can't chop
humans
me
and
up in
eating
tiny
humans.
pieces.
I'd rather not. Please tell me your name.
You're so full of shit.
On the contrary, I've been quite honest with you. Now I think it's your turn. It's the only way I'm going to be able to convince the others
Convince them of what?
that you can come around. You have heart. You're loyal. And you're special.
Oh.
She's a crafty little cunt, isn't she? But you gotta love it.
stupid little girl. You are making it very difficult to keep you alive. What am I supposed to tell the others now?
Ellie,
What?
tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger!
How did you put it? Hmm? Tiny pieces. See you in the morning, Ellie.
Oh my god, this game's jarring. There's no let off. There's no let off. Right, let me look at the comments. Okay,
Ellie?
Isn't Nolan North the guy who plays David in this? Like, he plays the bad guy in this. I can't... Right, we're up against humans now, so we need that one, and I'm going to keep that one. Having said that, that does drop. I'm going to go with that one, because the double action shotgun seems to drop. No, sorry, the sniper rifle seems to drop the bad guys very easily. I don't need health yet. You're trying to get me to fucking revive myself. Should I? We should do it, shouldn't we? So we've got rad, hold, and R2. He's still holding his sides. What's going on? So, hang on, isn't Nathan Fillion the guy from Firefly?
Where the hell are you?
Is he that sought after? I didn't know. Is this Geek's wife or no wife? Damn, not knocking Geeks. Saying that your wives are more acceptable than regular wives. I'm joking. Jeez Louise. Hang on, Joel. Well, didn't he have a weird girly voice? I realise, shut the fuck up. Not a fucking moron, you know.
Ellie!
I think I'm gonna go this way, actually. I wish this had a point to point.
Run! Shit! Keep running! Say nothing! You're gonna kill me!
This guy.
Oh shit. Always use a crap gun where possible. Oh, of course it's not as hot as you. Seriously, Nathan Fillion? Did your wives or Kathina, did you get off on Mike Donovan in V? That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm stuck in the 80s. In a non-judgmental way. I'm talking about fucking Nathan Fillion.
Gotcha, asshole! Finish him off! Hold him still!
They're one and the same to me. Having said, I'm not a great judgment of penis. I'm gonna be honest. Oh crap, did I not do something? I didn't realise I didn't react. Bitch! Die! You commie scum! It's a woman thing, okay. Right, I'm gonna go fill my whiskey. Hang on a second, because I'm allowed. I'll be 2 minutes. Right, I'm back. Anybody who's wondering the whiskey earlier, it's Ben Riach, 10-year matured 3-cask whiskey. I just saw it now. Although I'm starting to get squiffy now, I can't see the walls correctly. So, deep breaths while we punch this guy in the face. Have it! You fucking bitch.
You wait here.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your mate up now.
Now, the girl. Is she alive?
What girl? I don't know no girl.
Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet.
Where?
Well, it's all relative, isn't it, Kathina? I wouldn't kick me out of bed. But, don't tell me. No, I actually did watch it, and I didn't feel as stern in my loins, but I watched it in HD. Not even HD, I think I might have watched it in 4K. 4K or HD, and it looked dated. And that's the only reason why, because I like space stuff, so...
The town. The town.
Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it.
It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him. Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't.
It's so fucking grim, this. It really is.
Fuck you, man. I told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe it.
No, wait!
He says I didn't believe him, but then he says I believe him.
Wait. Come on.
Let's go! Stop!
He is scary.
I warned you.
I'm infected! I'm infected!
Really?
So are you. Right there. Roll up my sleeve. Look at it!
I'll play along.
What'd you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
No, he said little pieces.
What the hell is that? She would have turned by now. It can't be
No,
real.
no, I know it's
Looks pretty
dated.
fucking real to me.
Throw as well.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Where you going, Ellie?
Ah, shut the fuck up. Whoa, whoa.
I need a gun. Fuck. It's locked.
Oh, okay. So it was set up. No. Cat's complaining because the cat wants feeding. Cat can fuck off. Right, let's have a look.
Infected. What? The girl. She's infected. She got out. This is bad, David. I need you to round up everyone who isn't armed. Get them clear out of here. I'll take it to shelter.
Fuck.
Alright, Joe. No problem. Sorry I'm a bit late in replying. Do you know one thing I don't like about sexism in this game, which Neil, whatever his face, needs to fucking own up to, is you don't kill women in this game. You only kill men. Which to me makes zero sense. There's women in the game, but you only ever kill men. Get out from under the fucking chair, you dickhead. Cat's being an asshole. So there you go for your fucking sexism. Whatever trope that you want to go down. You spin me right round, baby. Right round. I have no idea what I'm doing here. There's a guy running across the street there, but I don't know if I have to jump through here or something.
Cross the line this time. I've been saying this for months. We could tell Jim enough. This girl killed our men. Now she's infected. She's messed up. We need to have a town meeting. Put its leadership up to a vote. Find her before she gets away. I'm going over this way. You, go check her. Come out, coward. Whoa! You're gonna pay for this, you little shit! Check out this area. She's down there.
Can't be touched cars. Hang on. What's Neil Druckmann going to do with that? That's Firefly. What's your dad's name? Dave? Steve? It's a Yorkshire name, isn't it? Al. Definitely not Eugene. So yeah, so that was my point, is that I don't know. You're only killing men in this game. And only men. And that's not considered a hate crime. But if you were to kill women, it might be. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it might be considered a hate crime. They both piss me off as much, so I would say that neither of them is a hate crime. But both of them are a necessity. If that makes sense. better be careful now, 'cause I've only got one fucking bullet left. Feels so satisfying. Oh, okay, Rob. Catch you later. I'll try and give you a call this weekend. Actually, I was planning on trying to give you a call. I don't know if you're gonna miss this. No, the character Malcolm is Malcolm Reynolds. Malcolm? Really? Right, oh shit, I've lost total direction now. Hang on. Okay, I think I know where okay. These motherfuckers.
Son of a... God damn.
Should have used that button before. If you use the melee button, it actually works. So it melees them. If you use the knife attack that it says use the knife attack, it only gives them a stab. No, I'm sure they do. I just never, like I said, I never got into it. I watched it through. I just only watched it through once, I think.
Here we go. Where are they?
Empty. I liked this mission when I first played it because you get to be sneaky peeky, but it ends up in the worst mission ever that I hate, which we're going to enter now. and I fucking hate it. And I'm gonna die a million times. So I'm just gonna run through this part because I fucking hate it with a passion. Even when you know what you want to say.
How did you do it?
I don't think there's a skip button either.
That's all right. Nowhere to go. You want out? Gonna have to come get these keys. You know you're not infected. That was good, kid.
You've got to get him the second time.
You know you keep surprising me.
Oh,
Shame.
see? Do you see what I mean? Because you walk over 2 plates and you're done. It really annoys me, this whole part.
You know
Oh,
you keep
shit.
surprising me. See?
Oh, fuck, he see me. Bastard! He always gets you.
You know you
Shit.
keep surprising me. Girl.
Again. And they don't give you the option to skip. Because if you could skip, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's got me in such a point here
Ellie.
that I can't do anything.
Careful now. There you are.
Oh, shit! I hope it registered. I hope it registered that one. Yes! 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 I hate it. I got him by accident as well. Now it gets fun. You get to blow everybody away with Joel because you're so frustrated. They did it well, don't get me wrong. They did the level design superbly well.
We should be guarding the shelter. We got an infected running around town. Shit!
Loving the snow. Yeah. Oh god. I hate that mission because it's easier than I remember it, but Jesus Christ, it was difficult the first time I did it. I think I have to just be patient and just get through each stage and die, but that's the sad part, because you shouldn't have to die in a game. It shouldn't be a prerequisite. But we've all got to love the snow.
Shit! Holy shit!
There we go. No, because I'm of the opinion the protagonist, you should never die. I'm not saying he can't die, but the protagonist should never die. Right, okay, let's go in. Backpack. Oh, good. Look at this. What type of human do you have to be to resort to that? Seriously.
I gotta find her.
I know the Russians are up on it at the moment, but seriously, in what world is that your lunch? There are a million animals, a million plants. You don't need. But people might, in a very desperate situation, they might just say, well, you know what? Easy meat. You pretend to be nice, sneak up behind them, kill them, you think you're the best.
Shh. Ellie.
This is horrible, this bit. I always hate playing it. It really plays with my fucking emotions. It's fucking horrible. I hate it. It's jarring. Because you don't play it out any other way. It's this way and no way.
I knew you had heart. You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it.
He says shit like that.
I guess not. It's not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
It's horrible. Well, I hate watching it.
Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
It's okay. It's me.
Gustavus and the Valius music. I don't know. It's off key. It's not right. It's not playing the real song. It's horrible. And then this part where you have no idea what the context of the conversation is. It's horrible.
Ellie! Ellie! Did you hear me?
I love this
No.
bit because it's in
What?
Salt
Look.
Lake.
Hospital. This is where we get off.
And I love Salt Lake City.
Let's go, kiddo.
I've been to Salt Lake 3 times. The Washoe Mountains.
Feel that breeze, huh?
Which is that side,
Tell
I'm
you, on a
guessing,
day
because
like this,
it's
I
not
just
a
sit on
very
my
good
porch,
representation of
Take away
Salt
my
Lake.
sixth string.
It
And
really
once we're
isn't,
done with this whole
but
thing,
if it
I'll teach you how
was,
to play guitar.
there's no mountains
Yeah, I
there
reckon you'd
on
really
that
like
side.
that.
All the mountains are on this
What do you
side, but
say,
the
huh?
mountains are pretty fucking massive.
Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh.
Like,
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
these do look like the mountains, the Grand Tetons. I don't know if they look that jagged, to be honest. Thinking back on my photos, but it's a pretty good version of it. And I just like Salt Lake to be represented every now and again. Salt Lake represent!
I dreamt about flying the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You've never flown.
Go on, tell me about it.
So, I'm on this big plane full of people, and everyone is screaming and yelling because the plane's going down. So I walk to the cockpit, open the door, there's no pilot. I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And
That's
right
the
before we
point.
crash,
It's your
like
fear
that.
of not knowing how to fly the plane.
I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
Well, you know, dreams are weird.
Dreams are weird. Dreams are weird, Ellie. Dreams are actually really easy to figure out. You just have to fucking know what you're looking for. But they are weird, no doubt. I thought I had a dream about this earlier. Actually, a physical dream about this, about playing this section.
Look at that. Another city. Another abandoned quarantine zone.
St. Mary's Hospital. There's no Grand Central bus station in Salt Lake City, and if there is, nothing like this. Unfortunately, there's also not a zoo.
Maybe we cut through here, huh?
The game says there's a zoo. I don't remember any type of zoo.
Well, we could use that ladder. Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine.
We just killed a load of people in Montana. Fuck this shit, Ellie. Let's go.
Here we go. Ellie? Ellie?
What?
The ladder.
Right.
Come on, baby.
Oh my god.
What is it? Ellie! Ellie!
I want to finish this piece tonight, because otherwise
You gotta see
it's
this.
going to be half straight.
What is it?
But I don't want to leave anything behind, because I'm a perfectionist.
Are you kidding me?
What? What, Ellie?
Come on, hurry up.
Looks like a Russian tank. What are you on about?
You see this?
Ah, Jurassic Park moment.
Don't see her.
Stolen valor.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here, come here. There you go. Hurry up. Come on.
Hey there.
If you ever get the chance to see a giraffe up close, they are fucking weird. They're beautiful, but they're fucking weird. There's no other word for it. They are fucking weird.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on.
Hippopotamus are fucking weird too.
Oh man. Wow. Look at those things.
Those mountains are not as close in real life, but they really are close, and they look amazing when you're in the city. They really do. They look so cool.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
That's Tabernacle Church, but I don't know why they. Because to say it's Salt Lake City. That mountain is a beautiful mountain, by the way, but it's actually somewhere off to there, and the other mountains are very flat in accordance. That mountain is not in the center. Don't spoil it, Swifty. I have to be true. Salt Lake would probably
don't have to
survive
do
an outbreak. It
You know
probably
that,
would
right?
survive an outbreak better than anywhere else.
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. can't be for nothing.
I love that shot, it's beautiful.
Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
If you go left, there's an easy way.
Well, this place takes me back.
How so?
That was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you looked, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
Hey, Joel, I got something for you. Here. Maria showed this to me and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
Well, no matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
This time it's gonna be different. I just know it.
What do you mean?
They're gonna be there. The Fireflies. I'm sure of it. Whoa!
Jump on this truck! Hurry!
Holy shit!
Stay quiet.
Thanks.
Yeah, but we don't want to be fucking wasting. Stuff.
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
I know, let's just keep at it.
Asshole.
I'm always quiet here because it's a bit too much for me. So imagine being a hyper-powered. Whatever. Shut up. Alright, Kathina, see you later. Have a good night. I only wanted to get to the end of this section, but I'm going to be honest, I think I have to play it to the end.
I think we got all of it.
I think you're right.
That was righteous. I don't know what the people call it. That was righteous, brother. Right, okay.
All right, you think you can shove that crate down?
Okay. Look out below!
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
I've not been in this.
What's
I
that?
feel like I've been here.
You got it. I'm on the other side. All right, hold on. All right, just stick to the edge. It's shallow over there. And another jam door. Give me a foot.
Okay.
Come on. Get that door open.
Oh, we have to finish this game tonight. It's gonna take much longer.
That'll do nicely.
Hey, look. There it is.
Just stay put.
I'm not going anywhere.
I ain't making that jump.
Come on. Come on. But you know what? I knew someone like this was going to come up, but I don't know what to do. So, you look for the yellow markings, or lack of. It's going to be a shiver room, but it's not going to have anything.
Alright.
I haven't got enough time for this. Are we serious? There's 2 points. There's that. There's that. And if we take that, we have to take that. But where is she? Fuck off. It's not loading in what should happen. Right, people. I'll have to call it night because it's not loading in what's supposed to happen, and then you have to do a reload, and it's a pain in the ass. I really wanted to do it tonight. Really? But I can't. Okay, people. I'm gonna call it a night. I hope you had a good stream. Sorry I couldn't finish it. I really wanted to. Have a good night, okay?